What's up, everybody? It's Devin, and we are on Man Versus. And I got a special guest, a good friend of mine that I actually, when I first got to Kennesaw, he was one of the first people I met.
Yes,
Got Timothy Molden with me. What's up, bruh?
How you doing? Thank you for having me.
Oh man, I'm so happy to have you on. And then we got Dev, the dude in the background. He just listening in. He might say a couple things. You know, he's smart. He's a semi-hotel. But yeah, so we actually got a really interesting topic because a lot of people in Atlanta do it or think they do it, but I don't think they actually do it. Talking about Forex today. It's and I actually kind of wanted to talk about Forex. I wanted to do it like one day, but I wanted to bring in like Tez. I'm not trying to diss him or anything, but I wanted to bring in someone like, cause it's not, I know I can see your face right now. But yeah, I'm glad you reached out to us cause I didn't even know you did trade. I knew Braxton traded, and you were saying before the podcast, like y'all are kind of partners. So talk about that, bring it up, and just explain to everybody what Forex is.
All right. So first, my name is Tim. Like Devin said, I have my own company called Option Talks. You just trade options. So just a little background on me. I used to work for a company called Online Trading Academy that had 48 campuses all over the world, like in Bali, Russia, one in Hawaii, and we were just teaching people how to control their money through financial markets, not just Forex, but futures, which is a commodity market, and stocks, or everybody know about stocks, and options.
Okay, wait, you got to break that down. You're talking about a bunch of.
So with the financial market, there's 4 umbrellas. All right. One is Forex. Everybody know the foreign exchange market. Foreign exchange market, you just strictly trade currencies. Okay, that's straight up to the point right there. Okay, and you got the futures market. That's all commodity. You can trade cattle, sheep, oil, gold, silver, anything that's dealing with a commodity.
So people know what commodity is.
Yeah. So and you got options. Options is the same thing. Like I'm trading a stock. Like when I teach at Option Talks, I trade the whole S&P 500 index. That means I'm trading the whole 500 stocks with Apple. Recently Tesla just got a part of the S&P 500. Yeah. And it's all leveraged products. Stocks is not a leveraged product because everybody think the only way you can make money in stocks is if you have $1 million. That's the only way.
Yeah.
But when you have leverage to it, that means you taking a small amount of money and you making the same amount of money compared with that $1 million in stocks.
Okay.
So it was if I had in options like I trade if I put $1,000 in the trade, I can make that same amount of money or the same return if I had $1 million in stocks. So I'm taking less money and making the same return.
So it's like 1 to like 100 or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like 1 to 100. It's basically like in Forex, the US regulation for a Forex broker is 50 to 1. So if I have like $100, I really have $5,000. Okay. So and that's the same thing with options and futures. Stocks, there's no leverage in it. That's why everybody trading Robinhood thinking they can make money with $50 in a stock. No. Like that's impossible unless you got a stock unless you got a stock that's worth 50 cents or $1 or something.
Like penny stocks.
Penny stocks, yeah. But all you know is about prices going up. When you put in money in like Robinhood, you really banking on hope. I hope price goes up. I hope this does this. You don't know what the fuck it's gonna do.
Yeah, because I've been seeing a lot of I don't knock anyone's hustle. But I hate when I see people on Twitter or Instagram and like they do an options trade or they trade a stock or whatever and like, man, I made $5,000 today off of Robinhood. And I'd be like, did you really make $5,000? I was like, I don't know, that don't sound right.
Ask them for a screenshot of the bank statement.
I really want to ask that.
Ask them for, because the one thing about you see stuff on Instagram, you see that Forex stuff. Yeah. Ask them to send you a picture of the actual top where it says their P&L to see if it's a demo account.
That's true as well.
No, like for real, like for what I do and I look at other people trading, like they promote IML and this and that. I'm sitting here like, are you really making money? Like you just started this a month ago. It's no way in hell you mastered this shit.
It's people that I personally know that have never even taken a business class, no econ, no accounting, no finance, no nothing. And they be like, yeah, I'm trading now. And like, I'm making money. I'd be like, dude, last week you were working at Sam's Club. So, yeah. I'd be like, I don't, and not dissing you or anything, but it's like, bro, like it's hard for me to believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because and then especially living in Atlanta because, we from Atlanta, we're from the South Side, West Side, whatever. I just feel like you trying to scam me because why are you charging me $225, infamous $225. $225. Why are you? It's no longer $225. It's $165 now. Yeah. Why are you scamming me $225 to copy and paste. You know what I'm saying?
And that's crazy to me. How in the hell can you copy and paste something? How can you copy and paste a trade?
I don't know.
Like it's like you, Dev. Like if you're under my program, I'm telling you to put this trade. How are you learning?
Exactly. And I feel like it's scary because you don't know what you're doing. Like you don't know what you're doing at all. Like if you're following someone else's, like even when you go to class, right? You ask your teacher, like, what is this? Like, why are you telling me to put this down on this paper in this particular order? Like, why is this happening? Are there any questions for the class? Yes. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, and it kind of scares me because I'm like, bruh, like, you playing with your money, like your money, because you can lose it.
Yeah.
Like, you can lose it. You could make your account go to zero
in a quick second. But the thing is, when I tell my students, I teach them how to fail, because the only way you can learn is if you fail.
That's fair.
That's the only way. And with trading, that comes with the game. Like for me, like I'll tell you straight up, like I lost 60 grand in February. I lost 20 grand in May.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I lost 60 grand in February and I lost 20 grand in May.
You lost 80K in 1 year?
Yeah.
I don't even make 80K.
But I made the money back up though. But it comes with the game.
Hey, put me on. Yo, put me on. Yeah, I'm trying to make 20K in a year, bro.
But it comes with the game, and a lot of people think, oh man, are you for sure I would never lose? No, I can't promise you that. I'm not a person giving false hopes. I'm not going to sit here and say you're never going to lose. You're going to lose because at the end of the day, the market, it's like
it's probability.
It's all about probability. And two, you got to understand how the market conditions work with your strategy. You know what I'm saying? But people can trade, but you haven't traded during the election. You haven't traded when the COVID started happening. You haven't traded during the holidays. You don't know how the markets are. You don't know how to adapt around
trends,
those. Yeah, the trends and conditions of the market. Because I don't trade during the holidays at all. Because there's no movement. People shopping. Like there's no movement. Like Black Friday. I do trade on Black Friday. I do. Because that's when a lot of people expecting like Amazon and everything to go up. So the S&P most likely is gonna go up. So I do a put and options to make sure that price stay above my put. I make money.
But you mean like Christmas?
Yeah, Christmas, like New Year's and stuff like that. That's the time where you supposed to just chill with your family. Money's gonna come and go. Money's gonna be. You got 365 days in a year.
Yeah, 80K is gonna come and go.
Yeah, 80K is gonna come and go. But the thing is about that, I wasn't mad because I took the right trade. But with trading, it's certain things you can't control. One thing I definitely can't control is Trump talking or the Fed chair talking. I can't control that.
Yeah.
All I can do is control what I have in the market, like my trading, what's my strategy, my analysis, boom, boom, boom. I took the right trade. And then Trump and the Fed chair Powell, they both came out the same day and said some bullshit.
And it fucked you up.
Yeah, fucked me up. I just got out for 80K. I mean, I can't be mad. I can't. And because it comes with the game, because it's like with trading, you can't be emotionally attached to money. You can't.
And
that was my weak spot when I first started trading. Like I was so emotionally attached to money. I was so uptight and shit. And when you trade, if you uptight with money, your trading will see, like your personality will come out in your trading. Literally, if you're an uptight person with money, you be uptight in your trading.
Boy,
you are, because it makes no sense to trade and you going against your parameters as a person. Like what's your risk tolerance and stuff. Like Ronte, my long brother, he's in my option talks. He takes some ballsy trades. He does. I say fuck no, I'm not doing it because I done it before years ago. I got hit, so I learned from it. So he's willing to take that. He's willing to take that risk. I'm not.
Is it big risk, big reward though? Like, is he taking it like if it goes through, he balling?
No, yeah, he's getting a good amount of money, but you gotta think of the count size. So with trading, if you have it's basically when like skill and luck, like skill and opportunity meet each other. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then and with trading is basically where skill and account meets each other. Okay, if you got the skill and you got a great account size, man, everything's gonna be smooth. You don't need it. And the thing, like I told Don before this even started, you don't have to trade every day. Trading is not all about trading every single day. Hell no.
It's about taking the right trade at the right time.
Right trade at the right time. And you do one trade. It like sometimes for me, I only trade like twice a month.
So then what about the people the IML folks that be like every single day, it's like 30 trades on a screenshot.
So in Forex, it's a 24/7 market. Like it runs all day. Except for Saturdays, and it opens on Sunday at 5 or 6 p.m.
Okay.
Right. So they can trade. You going through like the Asian session, the Europe session, the US session. That's why they trade in all nights in the day. Because in Forex, it starts when we go to sleep.
Okay.
Like the new Forex day starts at 6:00 p.m. And that's when in the US, that's when typically people get off work, they're getting ready to eat dinner and go to sleep. And people in Asia and China or in Europe, that's when they day starts. That's why Forex is like.
So the European market.
Yeah, in the Asia session and everything like that. And Forex is the biggest market in the world. It trades over $6 trillion a day.
Jesus.
So that's why a lot of people want Forex, because one, is a lot of money. Two, is a leveraged product. And three, you can start as small as $25 to try and make money. You can. But here's the catch here's the marketing tool that they use at IML is basically saying that I can teach you how to flip money within a week on your phone.
I just feel like that sounds like
that's fucking impossible. When you
too
first
good
start,
to be true.
It's too good to be true. So, but people like us, our generation, we want instant gratification.
I hate that.
Yeah, I do too.
I feel like that makes your life boring. Like my dad, like he, you know what I'm saying? He grew up kind of rough. Like he had to climb his way up. You feel me? And I feel like he enjoys things a lot. Like I feel like it's no point in you being rich at the age of 30.
Yeah,
you're balling at the age of, like, what are you gonna? You have. No, I'm saying like the average life is like 87, right? Something like that. You have 50 more years to live. Like, what are you gonna do? You are gonna be bored, bro.
Bored, yeah.
You're gonna, and this is why rich people be depressed, because like they be rich and don't have to do anything. And
got all the money in the world.
Exactly.
And do what? So it's just like nothing. So with instant gratification, man, it's like we want that instant money. And we don't want to work for it at all. So I'm sitting here telling people, like, even when people come to my company, I'll be like, I ask them what their goals are. They'll be like, man, I'm trying to make money fast. I'm like, I'm not here for you. I'm not the right person for you then. Because literally, I want you to be patient. Great things come out when you be patient for it and waiting for the opportunity. Because like I always tell people, all you can do is prepare for the opportunity when God puts you in that place. Yeah. All right. So
then, okay. So a question about your company, right? So your company, you said Ronte's with you. Braxton does stuff. So can anyone come to your company, or do you only like, how does it, so like, how would someone reach out to you in order to do this?
So you can reach out to me at Option Talks _ on Instagram and just DM me and be like, how can I join? And then I send you my website at optiontalks.com. And if you want to start off, just book a Let's Talk session for just $10. And then
snap. See, I feel like that makes it more, that will intrigue me more. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
you good. Yeah, but this is a Let's Talk session. Basically, it's a 30-minute session. And on Zoom, I give you a whole introduction to my website. Whole introduction, what my background is, what I teach. And of course, I'm not going to go in depth on it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm just giving you a glimpse of what I provide for you and what you want to do in your training journey. And you don't need a business degree. You don't need a finance degree or accounting degree to learn how to do this. I'm a sports management major. Shit, I barely went to class. I don't even know what the fuck my major really do. But I took the opportunity to go somewhere else to learn how to trade, because I saw like Doc, I saw all these other people doing Forex. I'm like, shit, I know I can do this, but I'm not going on the route they doing, because how can I learn from somebody that's not even there yet where I want to be? You know what I'm saying? So I took my ass to Online Trading Academy 2 years ago, and I invested 20 grand into it. Paid 20 grand for myself. It was the best feeling, the best risk I ever did, because it was just, I had the same gut feeling when I was trying to join Alpha. And I was just like, I know
it was the best thing.
Yeah, it was top five. Number one is devote myself to God.
That's what's up. Okay, I respect it.
But when I figured out that feeling, I was like, man, there's a reason why I'm here. There's a reason why I'm doing this. Why not? But the thing is, a lot of people say, man, I'm trying to get it quick. You don't know where you're gonna end up. You don't. Yeah. But the one thing about me I love is like the journey to get to where I am now. I went through a lot of shit to get to where I'm at. Like sometimes with 2 months I didn't trade because I was frustrated as hell. Cause I'm like, what the fuck, this shit don't work. Then I sometimes like after the first 4 months I was doing the education, I made $1,000 in Forex in one day. And then my ass took the market, took it right back the next day. Cause of our generation, we get really cocky and be like, I'm the shit. That's how I felt. I was like, I'm the shit. I can do this all I can. But nah, God in the market humbled me real quick. And then I realized, I was like, I don't know everything. I don't. But like I said, when you lose and failures, it's the mindset of what's the lesson they're trying to teach you after the fact. Why did I lose this money? I just give this money all back. Then my greediness come into play at that point.
So then, do you trade everything? Like, do you? Because you said you said there's options, there's Forex,
and futures,
there's futures, and then there's stocks.
Mm-hmm.
So do you trade all four, or do you just do options and
I trade options in the S&P 500. I trade all 28 pairs in Forex, and sometimes I trade the currencies in futures.
So you don't even touch stocks?
No, because it's not leverage. I have no advantage in stocks. Like people think Warren Buffett trades stocks. He don't. He made all his initial millions in Forex. Then he dumped it into a lot of companies in the stock market. Now he trade all his 70% of his wealth is coming from options. He got all that money and he's using a leveraged product, so he don't have to use all his money to make the same amount of money he making now. He's taking a small little 10%, probably 3% of his initial wealth. He put it into a leveraged product.
And he's leveraged it, and he's trading like 30%.
Yeah, he's really trading 30% really, but he's using a smaller amount to make the same amount he will make.
A bigger ROI.
Yeah, exactly. And that's smart. And a lot of people don't think about that. And the thing is, it's not in our books. It's not in our text, but it's not in school. Because everybody, all they see is stocks. Stocks this, stocks that, stocks that. Because here's a question, like, who do you think moves the market?
We do.
No, we don't.
We don't.
Hell no.
Who moves it?
Okay, where your money at right now?
Wells Fargo.
So what, Wells Fargo is a what?
That's a bank.
Name one bank that ever go out of business.
Damn, I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
No, I'm just saying, name one, like no bank has ever went out of business. 2008 and 2010 last recession, 97% of Americans lost their money, but 3% didn't. Just take a guess who's in that 3%. Banks. Because when banks give you a loan, how the hell you think they get their money back?
From you.
Exactly. And recession, interest. And if you can't pay for it, they still gonna get their money back. Banks will always get their money back, even in the markets. Just like people now, they saying that, oh man, I'm about to buy this stock going up, this and that. But this nigga Trump just said we in a recession. So how do you know what's really cheap right now? And we haven't even seen the full effects of the recession yet. President election coming up, you got these stimulus checks, he's just trying to get a vote. You got so many distractions before this market start to tank. I'm waiting for the market to tank because I'm literally taking other people's money. No offense. That's how it is. Because when people lost their money in the recession, where do you think the money went to?
Yeah, that's I always wondered that. Because when people like, dang, we're in a recession, we're broke, I be like, where'd the money go?
It's going to the winner. When you play games, it's always a winner. There's always a loser. There's always a buyer. There's always a seller. It's always somebody on the opposite end on your trade. So when you trade in the stock market, when you lose money, who you think took it? The banks. So when you say we move the market, hell no. Hell no. I do what the bank do because they got the money to move it. I'm following the big shark. I'm the little small shark. If they eat, I'm eating the little small crumbs with it. And those small crumbs can be $1 million, $5,000 just based on your account size. Because it's just like, my analogy is like, when I tell my students, it's just like a wave. A surfer does not make the wave.
The wave makes the surf.
Exactly. And the surfer waits on the best wave to come.
That's true.
Because he can, if you don't know how to adjust around the wave, he can die. In the market, if you don't know how to adjust around the market, your money's taken. And the market don't give a fuck who you are.
That's facts.
So it's just that simple logic that we do every single day. Like when we buy shoes, there's always somebody on the opposite end of that transaction. Always. And the thing is, it's like, and with money and prices, we don't buy when prices are expensive. We always buy when price is cheap. In the markets, people forget that shit.
That's true, because when I be going out to shopping and I be buying steaks or shoes or whatever, I be like, dang, I know in 2 days it's gonna go on sale.
And here's my thing with this. And the way I teach is basically saying that, basically my strategy is buy low, sell high, buy low, basically. All right, for example, and y'all can join that too. So like if you had the TV for like $200, right? Well, you want this TV that's $100, right?
Yeah.
But the current price for that TV is $200. Are you gonna buy that TV at $200?
No.
Why?
Because it'll go lower.
You're anticipating that price is gonna go back down to that 100, right?
Yeah.
So
for like a holiday or something like that.
Name the one holiday out of the whole year, you know for a fact price is gonna drop.
Black Friday.
There we go, and that's probability. You know for a fact you got high probability you can get that TV on Black Friday because you know high probability is gonna decrease.
It's gonna be like 30% off,
40%.
Off. Yeah,
exactly.
It's gonna be stupid cheap.
And when I teach people on the chart, or my students, how can you see that Black Friday on the chart? Basically, because all we know is buying, but I also teach you how to sell. So when price is expensive, what are people doing when price is expensive?
Selling.
And what you think the banks are doing?
Selling.
Boom. If I know price is expensive, the banks are about to sell. I'm anticipating price to drop. But a lot of people are like novices or 97% of the world, all we know is buying. We don't know how to sell. And that's the advantage of a bank. Literally, that's the advantage of a bank. They know how to sell because in the last recession, 3% made money when the market tanked, right? The other 97% didn't because they don't know how to sell. But a bank does. So what I teach is literally how to sell and buy. How can you make money on both sides? Because it makes no freaking sense. You only know how to make money when the shit goes up. Then every 10 years you're gonna figure out, I made all this money in 10 years, then all the shit gone. Cause all you know how to do is buy.
So then you're telling your students like, hey, like so you being real, because I did like what you said in the beginning. You were like, well, yeah, you can do a little $10 call, a little 30-ish minute session, whatever, and we can talk about it. We can see where your mind is, what you want to do with like, like my website or whatever. I feel like that's more attractive, like and when I mean it, like for those of you that don't do business, like attractive is like in a business setting. Like you walk into a store, you like, dang, this store, like Apple. Apple's very attractive. Like you walk into a store, you're like, yo, I'm gonna buy everything. I want to get the iPad Pro. I want to get the Mac Pro. I need
the keypad.
I need everything. So I feel like that's very attractive because it's like, dang, I don't feel like you're trying to scam me. Because it's like $10. Yeah. And then you're also very real because you're saying, man, you're gonna lose, bro. Like no cap. Like
you're gonna lose. Like news, you can't control Trump's mouth. You can't. Like, you can't control that. But all you can do is just play with the stuff you can control right now. Just like in spades. Like, if you know for a fact you have a good hand, you know for a fact you will win because you have a good hand.
But you're going to lose at least 4 books, though.
Yeah, at least 4 books. That's something you can't control.
That's true.
Because that depends on your partner. Yeah. If your partner don't have shit, you might be pushing all the books. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's something you can control. And the market's the same thing. Like, and the thing with the markets, you got to have a simple, easy, quick strategy for you to make your decisions quick. And I always tell people, wealthy people in this world are quick to make decisions and they're slow to change their minds. Broke people in this world are slow to make a decision and quick to change their mind. Because we can go to the same goddamn American Deli. And you got a couple of times you got the same friend and be like, damn, what the fuck I want?
Yeah, that annoy me.
Like, you've been here so many times and you still can't figure out what you want to eat.
And it's not even that. Like, on the way here, you knew that we were going.
Exactly.
You didn't think about it. It was a 15-minute drive. You didn't think about what you wanted.
Exactly. And then you pick your decision, and then they take a good time to pick their decision. Then they change it so quick. Like, for what? Like, it's the same thing with the markets. Like Warren Buffett, he's not sitting here taking his time to figure out what he want to do. He know what he want. It's just like us as men. We know what we want in the woman. Yeah. So you should know what you want in the chart. That simple. But it takes time to figure out what you want. Just like us, we date a lot of girls. You figure out some girls that I thought I liked that, but nah, I don't like that. And this and that. It's the same thing with the market. You're gonna take time to spend with this one chart and figure out what turns it on, what turns it off. When I don't need to trade. When I don't need to trade when Trump talks. Or when it's a quiet day, I'm gonna trade this day. It's just like me with my fiance. Like, I know when I don't need to talk to her. When she mad, shit, don't talk to her. Wait like you do. Wait 14 hours. Wait half a day. Wait half a day because you know what works for you. And that's what the market, you gotta know what works.
So then you were saying that you don't trade during holidays, and then you said when certain people talk, it affects the economy and like what happens, right? So then are you like trading like on the news, or is it multiple pieces to it? Like, are you looking at certain points in the market?
That's a good question.
And then like,
so when people trade off of news, that's fundamental analysis. I'm on technical and a little bit of news. Okay. So what my strategy is like, when I look at the market, I look at the news and be like, shit, this is a good day. Nobody talking. Then I go straight to the chart and let the chart tell me what to do. All right. And then, where I look at the chart, it's only 3 things I need for the chart to do. 3 things. Okay. And I trade off of supply and demand. And that's how the world's run. Supply and demand. That's it. That's in our economics books. Since we was kids, we knew what supply and demand was. Thanks. But when you see trading on YouTube, you never see it. Cause all you hear is like resistance lines, this and that. I'm like, damn, where's supply and demand at? That's how the world is run. So that's why I teach and that's how I trade. But I just go literally, if prices going up, right? Price is expensive already. Price is increasing. Price is getting expensive. So I'm already anticipating price to drop. I just wait for price to do a certain pattern for me to get a confirmation to get into that sell. Okay. But if it doesn't, I'm not in no trade. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for my time to get into it. Because a lot of traders, they just like to get in. Wow, no logic, no reason behind it. They just like to get in. The next thing you know,
just to get in.
I'd rather take small amount of trades that make me money instead of taking a hell of trades that I'm losing. I really do that. Just be a sniper. One snipe, the nigga dead. That's how I think.
So when you said like you wait for a certain thing, is that why you sometimes you said that you only trade like twice a month sometimes?
I mean, it's based on my account size, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, because like with the S&P, we traded Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because that's when our money expires on those days during the week. So you potentially get paid 3 paychecks a week. So for me, it's based on your account size. So let's say, excuse me, you do have $250,000 you trading, and you don't have to trade every single day of the week. One trade can give me $3,000,
and you be straight.
I'm straight.
Pay the bills, do whatever.
And then I trade the next week. If I get another $3,000, shit, that's $6,000 in 2 weeks. The whole goal of trading is not to trade every day. Get the skill. The skill is going to come. Like, just work on your skill and your strategy. The money's going to follow.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, the money's going to follow. Even in our careers. If we move up in our career, we getting better and efficient at our job. Then our pay raise is going to follow with it. That's the same way with trading. That's the same way. So, and just going back to what we said, when I look at stuff, it's just like I only look at certain few things. Very simple stuff. Like, very simple. Like, even when I tell my students, simplicity is the new way of trading. Simplicity. Because if you were a bank, right, and we all know banks move the market, if you had $1 trillion in the bank, are you going to make this complicated?
That's true.
No.
Because you don't want to fuck up.
It's not even that you don't want to fuck up. It's just like, why should I stress about it? They have no emotion towards it because they have all the money. So I'm going to train my mind, I'm going to train my students' mind to think like a bank and trade like a bank. Because if you can master and think like a bank, man, you can make so much money. Like, money just coming out of thin air in your drawers, man. Like, you wake up, clock in to work at 12, you make your money, and your money coming at 4 o'clock that same day.
So wait, do you work or you just do this?
I don't work.
So you just do this?
Mm-hmm.
You don't be bored?
Nah, I play poker.
Okay, man. I'm tired of this man in poker.
Hey, no. In reality, I love poker, man. Like, I would say, you know Lucas 7.
Yeah, 7.
He's a great friend of mine. He put me on the poker 2 years ago, and ever since then, because I trade, poker is just like trading. It's just probability. If you understand probability, you can win any cards game. You can spades, Uno, blackjack. If you know how to count cards.
I don't know, spades a little different because spades you just get a crappy hand. You be like, dang.
But I mean, it's based on the people you playing.
Your partner be like, how many you got? You like, man,
no,
got
like,
one.
One. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that's just unfortunate. But I'm just saying that's, like I said, that's something you can't control. But if you understand probability, you can finesse it in a way. You can if you understand the cards and what you have at the table.
So do you think that you? Well, then I guess you kind of do work because you have students, so you got to clock in with them.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I have. It's a very demanding job because they book their appointments during the week. Like, I have some students book 2 appointments in one day. So like on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, my sessions open from 4 p.m. to 9. Tuesday and Thursday, I open up from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
So 12 hours.
Yeah, 12 hours. So they have open areas to book. Like, I think this past Tuesday, I had 7 sessions back to back, starting from 4. Dang. So, I mean, it's fun because I'm doing what I love to do, you know, and teaching people how to trade. And it's making me better as a trader because I'm seeing the same thing. I'm repeating the same stuff over and over again.
And so you really got it, like,
yeah, master. The only way you can teach it, if you didn't master, if I didn't master this, I can't teach it.
It would be impossible.
It would be impossible.
Which is why I hate them IML dudes, because it's like, and I hate the motivational speeches too. That's so annoying. Like, bruh, you're not MLK, dog. Like, leave me alone. Okay, you want to be Marcus Garvey. Like, it's so annoying because like every day is be who you want to be. Quit the 9 to 5. Blah 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 blah. Like, I'm just, you know, like, don't let no one hold you back. You can do this.
Okay,
like, bruh,
be realistic. Be realistic here. Like, you can't just quit your job now.
Yeah.
No, like, you can't just quit your job, man. You gotta have some type of income till you get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never tell nobody to quit their job. But I mean, some of my students do have different goals. Like, one of my students, he's a plumber. He worked nonstop. And he said his goal by next Father's Day is to quit his job and start trading and see his son more. that's why I asked. That's why I say I asked him, what you doing this for? A lot of people reasons and goals are different. But he said he want to see his son more. Shit, I'm the guy for you. That's worth way. That is worth way more than money. Freedom is worth way more than money.
Yeah.
If you got the freedom to do whatever you want, like for me, man, I love to play poker, man. Like I played poker shit for 6 hours last night. Made some great money.
Got yelled at.
And then like now I want to become a professional poker player in the next 2 years. Like I'm trying to sign up for this circuit in Nashville. They're trying to get into the World Series of Poker.
You gonna be like Dan Blitzerman?
And nah, I'm trying to be like Phil Ivey.
Ooh,
Phil Ivey.
I actually heard his name. I actually know who that is.
That's that nigga, bro.
Yeah,
he's
fine.
nasty, bro.
Yeah, he's fine.
nasty, bro.
He has like no emotion on his face.
Because it's
like I think he's a psychopath.
No,
no, have you seen him?
No, a lot of people say that because he do be looking crazy. Though. He
like his face, because like his face don't change, and like then when he win, he like his face still be the same. He be like this. I be like, bro, this dude is like something's wrong with him.
And that going back to what I said, he's unemotionally. He's not emotionally. He's not like, and that's poker because scared money don't make money. That's a real ass statement. In that's poker, facts. Somebody can literally bluff if he has a big stack. So okay, like what happens if I have $200 in my stack? He has 800. Of course, he has a bigger stack than me, so he can bluff the fuck out of me and just put a bigger bet on me. You know what I'm saying? So if I know I have a good ass hand. I know I'm winning, and he just go way above the original pot. I'm like, this make no goddamn sense. Usually people just fold.
Yeah.
Knowing they got a good hand. But your probability is in your favor.
If you know what you're doing.
If you know what you're doing.
That's what's up.
With the strategy and everything, then you make that bet, man, you made a good return. You made a great reward just off of probability and know what you have.
Okay, so another question for your company. Are you having do you have like multiple packages that people can get, or is it just kind of like you base it off of like what they're trying to do? Because like the plumber guy, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't sound like he wants to be like a millionaire. He just wants to make enough money to work a little bit less to see his family more. Mm-hmm. So I feel like he's not trying to be like the ultimate 300K in a year trader type dude. Like he's like, if I make 30K a year from trading, like I'm straight. Yeah. Like I just want to see my family a little bit more. Yeah.
So I have 4 packages. The first one is the weekly bundle. That's $30 every week. And then I have the other one has the old package. That's $50 a month for 3 months. Then the second was the T package, which is $75 a month for 6 months. And then the ultimate, the unlimited package is the OT package is $150 every month for a year. So the only difference I always tell people, the only difference between all 4 of them is that I can teach you the strategy, right? I can teach you how to understand the strategy and whatnot. But the execution of the trade, you only will learn that in the OT package. Like there's 2 parts to it. I teach you how to do your chart analysis on TradingView. Then I teach you how to execute the trade on Tastyworks. All right. And the only way you can get introduced to Tastyworks and tutorials on the way I teach it is only in the unlimited package for $150. Okay. So that's like my selling point or my pitch to people is like, you can learn the strategy, but I don't know how you're gonna make money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And with the unlimited package, you get everything unlimited, like the unlimited sessions a week, live trades. Like you get in the group chat with me, Braxton, and Jaren, and you'll see us trading literally, and you can ask us questions, and we say we in this call for this. Y'all can do the same thing until you get ready to trade live. You know what I'm saying? And then you get the unlimited access to the curriculum. Like I have a whole curriculum study book on a website that only the OT unlimited package students, they are the only ones that have access to that. Unlimited access.
So it's like some exclusive shit.
Yeah, very exclusive shit. Like Taya put me on with that website stuff. I didn't know what I was doing at first. But
every entrepreneur got a good girl behind them.
Always.
It's some, I don't know.
Always, man.
It might be the key.
I think it is.
We got 3 entrepreneurs in here, and 3 of them got a girl. Oh, damn, I'm so sorry. Oh, snap. But that was up though. I'm glad, but I am glad that she supports you.
Oh yeah, because you know she got her own business with Life of Purpose and stuff. So
really, shout her out. Come on, put us on.
Life of Purpose. It's really Life of Purpose with a YFE. Purpose on Instagram. Definitely, she got some dope clothing apparel and everything. So she's really dope and creative.
Yeah, I actually got one of her shirts.
Oh yeah, you do. I have like 5 of them. So
dang, I might gotta buy one. I like supporting them.
Yeah. She's her what her style is. It's like very catchy. I say like symbols. Like she got like a target symbol with.
She found, and I was just talking to my friend about that last night. I was like, everyone, well, not everyone, but there are a bunch of clothing brands out there. Like, you gotta find like a niche. You gotta find a different niche. Because if you just got a black shirt with like a letter on it or something, like that's
every other thing.
Bro, that's every. But like, if you got a shirt with a symbol that means something that's targeted at a certain, I'm like, you can make hella money.
Yeah, no, literally, it's like the Target symbol.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, like the Target symbol. You have the Martin T-shirt.
No, I have the one, like the MasterCard one.
MasterCard one, Master Your Life, something like that. I have the Martin T-shirt.
Yeah,
like she got dope concepts with her life of purpose. I was like, damn, that shit dope as hell.
Yeah, like I was telling my friend, her name's TK. She's starting to like design clothes. Mm. And I told her, and I was like, don't just design. I was like, design clothes, like design pants meant for black women. Because I was like, every black girl that I know, and I could be wrong, I don't know. Every black girl that I know, like they either say, okay, it fit my legs but not my butt, or it fit my butt but not my legs, or it fit my legs in my butt but I got this gap in my back, or it don't fit me nowhere, and like, or my thighs too tight. I'm getting these holes in my pants. I'm like, make a pant, like make a jean or pants that's like tailored to curvy women. Yeah, not even just black women. Like there are Latina women, there are women all over who literally can't find, and that's why Fashion Nova is so successful. Cause they make curvy jeans. I'm like, bruh.
And this should be looking good.
And you gonna get me in trouble. You finna get me in trouble on this thing, man. But I be for real, because I be like, yo, but people don't even like Fashion Nova like that because their service is terrible. So I was like, if you could make some jeans like that could fit women, like you could be a millionaire in like 3-4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just like going with different businesses. Like for me, like I went in the financial world. Yeah, like, I knew for a fact I was not about to start my company with Forex. Yeah, I knew that for a fact because you got so many people publicizing Forex, giving it a bad name.
It looks like such a
scam, exactly, but it's really not. Forex is not a scam. It's not. It's just the way people market it to people.
Okay, Forex is not a scam. IML is a scam.
I wouldn't say IML is a scam. It's just, from what I know, it's just too many people teaching too many strategies on the same thing. Because, like, it's going back to my question about the banks. They're not going to make this complicated. It's the same people moving the market. The same people moving the market in all 4 instruments. They're not going to have 4 different strategies for it.
It's not that, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, when people be like, yeah, Chairman 500.
Oh, they did. I mean, they Chairman 500 because they got people under them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't actually trade like that. That's what I mean by when IML is a scam. Like, I'm like, bro, you mean to tell me like Platinum 10? Like to me, all that is a scam.
They ain't trading, man.
Yeah, they're not trading for real. And it does give the financial market, because I actually know like an actual trader. Like he just my homie, but he be trading with it. His name is Adrian. Like he fought.
What's his last name?
I don't know. Forte, something like that.
You got a picture? I think I know who you're talking about. Too.
He's Jamaican short. Dang, I didn't mean to say short, but whatever.
Yeah.
But he's my nigga though.
I didn't see a picture because I heard
let me show you.
Before. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the homie. I met him through Delora. And like my homeboys Alpha and like Elijah.
All I'll say, if you want to know somebody, no one question I ask people if they're really trading. If you ask them who moves the market and they say us, like you did, I'm walking away.
Bro, I don't know. Why are you bullying me?
I've seen him before.
Yeah, that's the homie. He trades.
Yeah, I've seen him before. But it's just because that's simple logic of like, it's no way in hell that we move the market. No way. If you're a real trader, you would know that. You would really know that.
Yeah, like I'm not. So
I'm just saying. I'm not saying because you're a novice. No offense. Like you're not.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're not as knowledgeable as like people can be in the financial markets. But the only way you can be knowledgeable is that if you really invest into it.
I mean, I'm not really invested. Like I got like a 401k and a simple IRA, and that's pretty good or whatever. But like, but I was telling my friend because she was asking me about Forex, and I was saying, well, I think I know it's a real thing. Like I know like people actually do it and make money off of it. But I was like, Forex has got to be just like how you're doing nursing. Like you go to school for it, you literally study it. Like you just don't wake up one day, study for like an hour, and you're like a nurse. I was like, that doesn't happen. I was like, you study for it, like you've gone to school for it, like being a nurse for like 3 years. Then you got into the program, and then you're doing all this stuff. And I was like, if you're gonna do Forex, you gotta do it like that.
I won't even say just Forex. It's just simply over the financial market.
Well, yeah, if you're gonna be in the market, if you're gonna be investing and taking out money, you gotta be like that. Because I was like, you can't. I was like, there's no. I was like, say this out loud. Like, you trade once a day for 10 minutes. I was like, you don't know anything. I was like, prime example, me in photography, bro. My girlfriend getting annoyed at how many videos I watch on how to edit, dodge and burn, frequency separate, like, you know, doing tone, skin color, Photoshop, Capture One, like all this stuff. But it's like, I'm putting in work. You feel me? Yeah. Like I wouldn't be as far as I was if I didn't do as much research and as much like, because I even took a photography class in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. Like, no cap, it was fire. Like, I think the best photographers are in Africa, but that's, you know, whatever. But yeah, I took a photography class in Nigeria and like, it was dope. Like it was like a 3-day class. Each session was like 3 hours. He made a little group chat and he literally broke down his process on like one, and it was just one picture that we edited for over 3 days.
You pay for it?
Yeah. But I mean, it was like,
you have to pay for that.
But it wasn't that expensive in American currency, like, cause the exchange rate or whatever. But like, yeah, I paid for the class and like, it was a 3-day class and we only edited one picture. But that's how much like detail he put into it, because he's like, yeah, it doesn't sound like much, but like this one picture is gonna be fire as hell. And at the end of the class, I was like, damn, I was like, bro. And ever since then, like my photography like
elevated,
like I can do lace fronts, like I know how to do like lips, like I could make you white in photo. I'm so serious.
I believe.
Dev just, the Hotep and Dev just came out. Yeah,
I believe it.
Yo, his Malcolm X tattoo is itching right now.
That's funny. But
on this land.
but that's good though, because you know what you want.
Yeah, but
even that picture you was talking about, he was editing. He knew what he wanted in that picture.
Yeah, and I'm actually thinking about trying to get into the market because, like, not saying I'm rich or anything, but like I have like all this money that's just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, dang, bro, like, I should.
Why not?
Yeah, I should do something with it. And
why not?
I might hit you up. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, hit me up. Because, like, I tell people, you have all this money. Just figure out how to do it. Like, for me, I'm trying to buy these 2 parking lots next month in Atlanta.
That's good money.
Yeah, so I'm trying to buy those parking lots so that can be even more like a
residual income.
Another two incomes.
There's, like, when my brother was being scouted for football, because he played at NC State. But Auburn was scouting him too, right? We parked in this dude's parking lot. Mm-hmm. Bruh, guess how much he made per year? Just he doesn't do anything but this right here.
And he probably had like one security guard there.
Guess how much he makes a year?
He has at least close over $500,000.
Yeah, something like that.
He had to.
Because he it's like 200 or 300 parking spots. It was some, because like when we parked it, I was like, damn, this is a big parking spot. But he charges like $25 per parking spot.
Like, you see why I want a parking lot.
But he's been doing this for like, he bought the park like before I was born. Mm-hmm. And every year he just increased the price like just by like $1 or $2. So like he said in 2010, he was charging like $10 to park. And he made like $80K that year. And then like in 2016 he was charging like 15 or 16, and then he made like almost like 120. And then now, well, I don't know what it is now, like he could be charging like 30. Yeah, because it's right next to the Auburn Stadium. So you can't beat that parking, bro. So people, and you know, Alabama fans, Auburn fans, like they stuck
tailgating.
They tailgate, you know, get her done, you know what I'm saying? So if you tell them like, bro, it's $30 to park here, you can walk to the stadium. Mm-hmm. You gonna pay that 30. Because we paid like 20. And we were there to get scouted. Like we were there, like Auburn was like, yeah, come down, we'll goddamn.
All 300 parking spots get filled up for $20, $30. That's $10,000. Yeah. In one day. Tax free, by the way. Tax free. All you gotta do is pay for a little overhead costs, like repaint the stripes and shit. And have 1-2 people for security.
That's cheap. And he probably do that himself during like the off season. Yeah. He's probably bored. Because if you making $200K a year just standing up for 5 hours a day because you're there for the tailgate till they close and you lock up and stuff, like during the off season, because football off season is like during kind of like the summertime a little bit. But then come back fall, then spring, bro, pick up. He's making money every single game, bro. Like literally every single game. And then the tailgates, then the parties, and everything like that. And then even the training camps when they come, you know what I'm saying? And then even when like recruits and scouts come, like he's making money off of that.
Parking is the most lucrative. I really researched this. You even own parking spots or parking lots, or even on parking debt. That's one of the most lucrative ways to make money in the world. Most lucrative. It's there. You need parking.
Yeah, I mean, cat. When I was in it, well, we've all been in Atlanta partying.
Yeah,
them dudes outside $10 parking.
$10 parking.
You was like, man, shorty looking kind of good. Let me go ahead and get this parking spot.
And just going back to what I teach with supply and demand, parking spots are in demand. Isn't high demand. It's not that much left of them, but it's still in high demand. Like parking will never ever go away. But it depends on what the COVID and stuff going on now.
Has COVID affected like the market?
Mm-hmm.
Like good or bad or both?
Both.
Okay.
Like Braxton he was in 8 stocks in the beginning of the year. He held it when the COVID started hitting the US. He held it when the whole thing dropped. He made like $40K. Man. And he took that $40K and
that's quit my job.
but
I'm gonna quit my job and be a full time.
but he did it at the right time though.
Yeah, he had a unicorn.
Yeah, he held it at the right time when COVID was coming through. He held it and he took that account and he put it into like the options account where he traded the S&P.
Yeah,
and that's all you needed. That's all he needed. He needed that big amount. He needed the account that he needed to start off with. Now he making double what he makes at his job now.
Yeah, every day he tweets that he's gonna quit his job.
He not gonna quit. He's not gonna quit.
You think he'd be too bored?
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why he hasn't quit. Because he literally. Because I remember when Braxton first made his tweet about trading, and like it wasn't that big of an amount, but I was like, that's not bad. He's like, yeah, I made $100 this week off of trading. I was like, that's not bad.
It's not.
And then he said something like, dang, I made $1,000. Yeah, I was like, holy, today you made $1,000 in one day. I was like, that takes me like 2 photo shoots, bro. Like, what?
Yeah, because Braxton was the first people I ever taught. Because Braxton was actually the person that got me really interested in trading.
I was going to ask you about that.
Like, he's the real, like, his line name is called Wall Street for a reason.
What? That's dope. That's kind of hard.
His name is Wall Street. So he was already into it. So I'm like, damn, me and Braxton always hung out. We always talk about numbers and shit. And I'm like, man, why not? I'm going to get into this. And that's when to the school. I was trying to get Braxton to the school, but he was busy with work. So wherever I learned from school, I just taught him. Just to give back, because he put me onto it. You know, like I'll make sure all my bros eat. You know what I'm saying?
So how did you find the online trade? So you just Google
trading schools,
best trading schools, and they was like
number one
everywhere. And you was like, shit.
Why not? It was a free workshop,
and then that got you hooked.
Yeah, it was free. Yep.
And then you invested $20K. Then you just
it was literally like an orientation. Like I went to a free workshop, I paid $300 that night. They gave me get to the orientation, which is a 3-day orientation, just like school or college. Went through the orientation and they accepted me, and then I got in for the cheapest package, which was only with Forex, not with the other 3 assets. Then I learned Forex, got really good at it, and then they hired me. Then I mastered Forex, and then I became the specialist. Then I got interested in options, and then I got really good at options, and then I became the option specialist too. So it's just based off of like your work ethic, man. I really wanted it.
So have you ever thought about becoming like a hedge fund manager?
I wanted to, but it's just too much stuff going on, man.
You think it's too scary to manage other people's money?
No, I did it before. Like,
or you just don't want to deal with people like that.
Yeah, I just don't want to deal with people. I really teach people how to control their own money.
Then do it for them.
Yeah, give them the skill. Because you know how many people that came up to me like, hey, can you trade this money, this and that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I can't accept no less than a $250,000 to trade with. I can't.
I'm trying to quit, man.
I have traded or helped other people make money, and I have never got less than $250,000. Now, like, that's what type of people I was really cool with at my job.
So then what is your, I don't want to like ask too personal. So like, what is your end goal then? Because it sounds like you're really successful. Mm-hmm. You've been doing it for like 2 years, a year or two, right? You got hired with the company. Mm-hmm. You were so good, you left the company to make your own company.
I got laid off.
You got laid off?
Yeah, I got laid off.
Okay.
Because of COVID.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay. So then you made your own company, but you don't want to be a hedge fund manager. You might as well just be a hedge fund manager.
I think my purpose in life is to teach.
Okay.
Like, be it like my grandma was a teacher, my mom was a teacher.
So you not been following the money?
No, never.
Okay, I'm tripping. I'm tripping like fuck.
It's never. I would say it's never. It was never about the money. At first, it was, at first it was. Then the markets and God humbled me real quick, and I had to come to a realization. It's like it's never about the money. It's about doing what you. The reason why God put me on this earth in the first place is to teach and help and give back. It's better to give than receive.
Yeah, because like your prices are very, very fair.
Yeah, very fair.
Because like when you said like the 30, then the I was like 150. I was like, what?
150. Yeah, compared to IML and stuff. But
no, I'm in IML, bro. They're like Blue Academy.
Mm-hmm.
They charge like $350 for like their basic package.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's other academies that I've seen like do charge like $250 for like, and these are like basic. I'm talking about like you get like the bare minimum, like they throwing you scraps and bones.
But I mean, you gotta think. I just started off. So
I mean, that's true. But like,
and then it's gonna grow. So of course it's gonna increase. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, yeah, it's never about the money, man. It's about changing people's lives, giving people hope.
You ever thought about making like a course, like instead of doing the? Well, I mean, you say that you like teaching, but like eventually, like with my photography, right? I get so many books that I have to tell people no sometimes.
No.
Yeah, because like I'll text my girl, be like, "Yo, I got a book." She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Dang." I'll be like, "I can't do it on that day," and gotta reschedule whatever. But I'm saying it's gonna get to the point you're gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Or like, because there's only so much time in the day.
Yeah.
Like, man, there's not enough time in the day.
Yeah,
we need like 30 hours, no cap. But there's only so much time in the day, so like you're gonna have to eventually make a course, right?
No, I'm planning to hire other teachers.
So you not so fuck a course.
Yeah,
you want to keep it personal.
Yeah, like Braxton, like I want him to be an instructor. And like as it grows much larger, and Jaren, because Braxton, Jaren, they're like the top in my education program.
Are they better than you, or?
I mean,
or not? But I don't know the word. Like I know.
To be honest, if they better than me, they better than me. If they making money, they making money. It's not about being jealous. In trading, I can't be jealous.
I wasn't being. I was saying.
I get what you're saying, because a lot of people ask me that. It's just like, are they better than me? I'm like, I don't know what you mean by they better than me.
Maybe that's the wrong word. Like I don't know how to ask it.
Are they like knowledgeable as?
Yeah, are they as knowledgeable as you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, I know more, but they're knowledgeable of what they know best for them. Like I tell people, you don't need to know everything.
You just need to know one thing and be really good at it
and master it.
That's what Daka said the other day on his Instagram.
Yeah, take one thing and manipulate in the ways you know you can make money off of it, or
and go crazy with
it. Because you don't need to know everything. You don't. That's why I say simplicity. Yeah. And options, we only trade one thing. When you're looking at one chart and you trading that 3 times a week or 5 times a week, just depending on how you're doing with swing trading. You're just looking at one thing. You're mastering, just like our girlfriends. We dating one girl.
Hopefully. No, I get it. Yo, Devin shaking his head like, yo, yeah, I'm tired of this nigga throwing shade at me, right?
He said, fuck you. It's stupid. But it's just you taking your girlfriend out, and when you first dated, you didn't really trust her. You really didn't know her. But as many times you spend time with her, take her out, it gets easier and easier, and then you realize what's the routine. You figure out what works best. That's the same thing with trading.
You could order for her. Like sometimes when they need to go out, I'd be like, man, she went this Honor Palmer with the sweet tea, but a little bit more sweet tea than lemonade, light ice. Come on, man. Like we already know what's up. You feel me? Let me get the ribeye.
American Deli Maryland pepper sprinkles with a peach lemonade.
All right.
No, like that's it. That's
I mean for real though.
Brewster's should get the same ice cream on New York cheesesteak with cookie dough with a waffle bowl.
Oh man, this man is
hooked. Man, I mean that's what you have to do. Like you gotta know that.
But it's just like the Forex.
Yeah,
right? and the options.
You have to know it. You have to know the ins and outs of it without even thinking about it. Just perfect example, like driving. When we first got a permit, right?
I ain't doing it.
Oh well, shit.
Nah, I was scared as hell to drive when I first got it. I did not drive. No,
you was nervous as fuck. It's a difference with them being in the passenger seat and in the driver's seat. You nervous as fuck. You dealing with other crazy ass people driving too. So and it takes a year and 1 day to get your license. I can see why they give us that year and 1 day, because it takes time for us to get comfortable on the road and figure out what we good at. Then you realize what type of driver you are. Are you a fast driver? Are you a conservative driver? Are you a slow driver? You figured out what type of driver you are. In the market, it's the same thing. Are you a risk taker? Are you a person that like to take small trades? Are you like the type of person to trade one trade a week, just waiting for the best opportunity? Are you a patient trader?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with your personality. Never go against your personality in anything you do. Just like with the podcast, you're not going against what you do as
this is me 24/7.
It's you 24/7. And you know what's best for you. Know what you can do. Never go against it. Just stick to what you know and just master it. That's it. And I feel like all of this shit, bro, it relates to everything in life, bro. Not even just with trading. It relates to money. It relates to your friends, your friend group. It relates to a lot of stuff, bro. Just with your mindset. And just going back to what I said about failures, bro. I to this day, I'm glad I failed. So I'm glad I failed class. I'm glad I failed I'm glad I failed.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in failing because, like, I tell people, like, failing makes you never want to do it again. Because, like, I know when I was doing photography and, like, I hated a picture, I'd be like, bruh, fuck, no, never, ever. And, like, I do everything I can to make, like, sometimes I'll even push back, like, my date of sending someone, like, a photo. I'm like, I just gotta make it just a little bit better. Just a little, like,
because your name is on it.
Yeah, like, I just did these beauty shots for this girl, and I just sent her, and it was only 4 pictures. It took me 2 days to edit 1 picture, like, 4 times over. And I was like, yeah, give me like 8 days to do it, because, like, I wanted her, because it was a makeup shoot, because I did a shoot for her earlier, and I messed it up. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take the L. You're right. You know, it is what it is. But the shoots came out, like, they were so fire. Even Tommy was like, boy, you snap. You snap. And I was like, yo, I'm feeling good about myself. You know what I'm saying?
Do it with the head. You snap.
Yeah. So this like my last question. So you said that you lost 80K, right? I'm not gonna ask you how much you made, but what could you expect someone within a year who, like let's say they follow what you say 90%, because it's not gonna happen 100%. It's gonna be impossible. You're gonna wake up late one day, work gonna happen, you're gonna be sick, something's gonna happen. What could someone expect with an account of, let's say, $1,000 if they buy your course January 1st, like, to December 31st, 365? What do you think someone who follows your advice 90% of the time, what could they make?
So it's 2 things with that. First one, it really depends when you go live, because you can start your education, but that doesn't mean you're going live straight away. Yeah, that might take 3 months.
That's why I said January 1st.
Yeah, okay. So,
like, you would learn from you for like 2.
I mean, well, even if you start with $1,000, you start with your live account. I tell people to start with 500 to 1,000, because that's the 500 is the initial amount to trade, or the minimum amount to trade. So $1,000, you can make close to, in options where we trade, I say like close to $50 a week with 1,000. That's more. That's way more than 5% of your account. And then if you really think about it, if you put your money into a bank, anytime they put interest in your account, most banks interest is like 1%.
Yeah, 1-2%.
But you can make that 1 or 2% within hours. So that's why I always tell people, like, you literally are your own savings account. Yeah, and you can add your own interest to it, or whatever, how much you want that day, or how much you can get that day. But $1,000, you can make $50 a week, you know. But $1,000 is just like basically getting your feet wet.
So you would recommend someone, like, you know, trade low for like a year, and then when they get comfortable, they really start getting after it next year, and then you be, you know, on like Donkey Kong. So
with 1,000, you start with 1,000, getting your feet wet. Like I just said, don't quit your job.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? That, like, that's your income. So use that income, save up a little, put an extra $1,000 on top of it, grow it, but you still learning the skill. Like I said, when you get the fundamentals, when you get the skill, then the account size you want, with each other, it's over with.
And I know I said last question last time, but how do taxes work in this?
So taxes is 30% of your profits that you take out for the year. So if I made 30K this year, I took that 30K out of my account, I had to pay 30% of that.
So you gotta pay like 10K.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not that bad actually.
It's not bad. Not bad. And I'm gonna say 10K is like 3K, 3,000, something like that.
Wait, did I do math wrong?
Yeah, cause
no, 30% of 3. Bro, let me get my calculator. I'm tripping. If you make 30K, bro, look, 30K divided by 30%. Yeah,
No, it's 9,000.
Huh?
That's like, hold on.
It's 10,000.
Yeah, 10. Oh shit, I thought it was 3K.
Times 0.3. Yeah. Nah, I'm tripping.
3K times.
Okay, well, no, it's about 10. It's 9,000 really.
9,000.
But I'm doing like the 0.333333
Yeah.
forever. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, you just pay that 30% of it, and then you be straight.
All right, man. Thanks so much for coming on to my podcast. This was actually very informative. I feel more enlightened. Dad's finna quit his job, finna drop out of law school. He's finna... But shout out your girl's company and then your company again.
My fiance is Life of Purpose with a LYFE purpose, and mine is Option Talks with __.
All right, that's wrapping up. Thanks for talking about Forex. Don't get scammed, y'all. Don't get scammed. All right, we out.